James Southers Show. Here with my special guest, my wife.
Hi, guys.
So we're here to bring you episode number 2 of the James Southers Show. Pretty excited about it. Let's just start off. What do you say? Start off with the first topic? First topic, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's pretty popular out there. It's a 52-year-old Mexican guy who has the world's largest and most insanely sized man parts. You saw those, right?
I did.
It's pretty gross. I mean, would you even know what to do with this?
No.
So it's 19 inches, and it weighs 2 pounds. That's like partially another leg. I mean, it's legitimately a kickstand, right?
It's gross.
Yeah, and there's a video actually on TMZ where they went to the man's house and they put a cover on it, and he's like smacking himself in the face with it and stuff. It's a little disturbing. So yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, check it out. 52-year-old Mexican guy with a really big man part. And he's talking about how he's got issues with relationships and just things that he can't find love, and he can't find work properly because it hangs weird, and he can't find pants, and tons of different stuff. It's actually really, it's sad but humorous at the same time, and disturbing. So it's like this whole jubilee of a lot of different things, right? So topic number 2, guys, a really big thing that kind of is being talked about, the Ronda Rousey ball proposal. So the guy in the Marine Corps sent a video to Ronda Rousey basically saying, will you come to the Marine Ball with me? And, you know, I'm sure everyone's had these crushes, these celebrity crushes. You know I have, but I had my wife to take to prom with me, so I didn't make a viral video. I just kind of asked her, probably in the most non-romantic kind of way, which, hey, we're married, so it worked. So he sent the video out asking her to come, and she was actually run down by TMZ, and TMZ asked, hey, would you go with him? You know, did you see the video, and are you willing to go with him? And she said, yeah, sure, under one condition. I need dates for my girlfriends. Can you help? Can you facilitate that? So the response to the Marines video was given to him on the news. They were interviewing him, saying, "Hey, you know, did you hear Ronda Rousey got a hold of it? She heard it, and she offered a response. Did it all live. It was really cool to see his reaction and how excited he was, and you could tell that he really wanted to do that, and it wasn't just a joke or him just trying to get popular, get his name out there, try and get the military out there or anything like that. It was a genuine, he wanted to go with her, and I don't blame the guy.
Although he needs to be careful because if it's a bad night, she could hurt him. So he needs to be careful. You know, she comes with a price. So
yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, well, she did say that if he put his hands in the wrong way or whatever, she would know how to take care of herself.
Right.
I mean, she'll put him in an arm bar and he'll tap out and it'll be all good.
If she lets him tap out.
So the next story I want to talk about is kind of sickening in a way, because we do have 3 kids under 4, and there's a daycare in New Jersey who basically started their own kind of fight club kind of a thing where the 2 of the teachers, if you will, would instigate them fighting between the ages of 4 and 6, and they would push each other on the playground and punch each other and just, fight club. And hopefully not to the fullest extent of Fight Club where, broken bones and black eyes and all that noticeable stuff was happening. But, they were sending out social media stuff, and, they were sending it through Snapchat, which I'm not super familiar with Snapchat, but I know it kind of has the concept of, you can post something and it'll go away in a certain amount of time usually, but that kind of stuff can be screenshot. People can save pictures, and it just doesn't make sense. Leave the kids out of it. You get paid to do that. You get paid to facilitate children while mom and dad are at work trying to provide for their child, and you're having them fight each other. Doesn't make any sense.
No, it's really gross. I don't think that anybody that has that kind of a mindset should be allowed to work with kids. But then again, I guess you don't really know until stories like this actually come out. So
Right.
it's really sad. There's been too many stories for me where people that work at daycares and have full access to these kids do just terrible things with them. And that's one of the reasons that our kids are going to stay home. I stay home with them. They don't go to daycare, and it's mostly because unfortunately you can't trust people nowadays. So it's really sad.
Yeah, it really is. And, that's one reason. And, of course, we have other reasons. We're going to be homeschooling the kids. I say we lightly. We heard from a good friend of ours that there's no such thing as we in homeschooling, but there is a me, and it's all her. So the next topic that is really making headlines, which I'm kind of against. Okay, I'm kind of annoyed also at the fact that it's gotten this far. It's about the transgender that is in high school. He identifies himself as a woman, and he is 17 years old. He's a senior in high school, and the big thing that's going on is he believes he's a girl, and so he believes that he should be able to go and change and use the women's restroom and those sort of things. And because the school's not allowing it, they at least gave him a gender neutral room that he can go in and change and use the restroom and do everything that he needs to do without getting weird with the girls. Like, I mean, I'm a guy, and so I don't completely understand, but from a woman's perspective, think back to high school. If you're in the bathroom using the restroom, or if you're trying to change in gym class and you've got a boy with male parts in your locker room changing and things like that, I mean, that would probably be uncomfortable.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if uncomfortable is the right word for it. If you identify as a girl, I don't have a problem with that either. Transgender is totally acceptable. Like, if you feel like you were born in the wrong body, that's, do you. If you want to be a girl, that's fine. But I don't think that he should be allowed to change in the girls' dressing room. He should be totally happy with getting a gender neutral bathroom, changing room, whatever, and it should have been left there. Like, he should have been totally okay with them actually going to lengths to provide for him, instead of just saying, we don't care, you're a guy by creation, you get to change in the guys' locker room. Like, he should have been happy that they went out of their way to provide for him instead of asking for more.
Yeah, absolutely, completely agree. Because there was also a walkout from a bunch of the students that ended up leaving school, doing a large walkout and protest to this person changing in the women's room. And we have 2 daughters, and I don't know how comfortable I would feel with a male being in their locker room with them, right, changing, because I was a 17-year-old boy at one point, and I understand that he thinks he's a woman and acts like a woman and things like that, but it's just not something that I would be okay with.
Now, I think bathrooms are okay. Like, dressing room, no, because you're getting changed. Like, you still have different body parts. It's different. Mm-hmm. But going to the bathroom is, to me, I don't see a problem with it, because first off, you're in a stall. Like, women's bathrooms have stalls. Nobody's going to know what you're doing. Nobody's going to know if you're a guy or a girl. All they know is that you're going to go to the bathroom.
Right.
And if he really identifies as a woman, he's going to choose to go to the women's bathroom in public, and nobody's going to say anything because nobody's going to know. So if he wants to go to the women's bathroom in school and they let him do that, like, I don't have a problem with that. But changing rooms, that's totally different, because, like I said, he still has different parts regardless of what he identifies as. And it's definitely going to make some girls feel uncomfortable regardless of what his preference is.
Right. Well, not only that, now you're talking 17-year-old girls. Yeah. They're kind of really, really trying to figure themselves out. They've probably explored a little bit. And now you've got this person with male parts in your changing room, in your dressing room, changing out for gym or whatever it is. Just, there's a lot of things going on there. And you know what? I am totally cool with them giving him a separate gender neutral thing because, at least they're trying. At least they're doing something. School's about education, or at least it should be. And I feel like this has gone too far and went past that. And it's not it's not going to help any kind of education.
This shouldn't have made it on the news.
Right.
This shouldn't have gone this far. He should have been happy with the gender neutral bathroom and left it alone, because now he's taking away from other kids' education because of students walking out because they're so against the idea. So I don't think it should even be a news story, but it is what it is. In today's society, apparently, if you get offended, you can just roll with it and tell everybody and make it on the news. So, oh well.
Right. Let's change on to something really good, okay? Because I really enjoy this one, because there's nothing better than having a McGriddle at 6 p.m.
Or any time of the day.
Yeah.
I'm talking like midnight.
Well, I think, yes, like the fourth meal.
Yes.
Taco Bell would be out of existence if you can get a McGriddle at midnight. I'm just saying. So what we're talking about is McDonald's has officially announced that starting October 6th, breakfast is going to be served all day long. Meaning everything on their breakfast menu, all day long. It's going to be like Denny's with McDonald's food. It's going to be great.
I'm kind of excited for it because I'm trying to be healthy. And come October 6th, there might be a week where I binge on McDonald's breakfast. So we'll see how this goes. Right. After I binge, I'll just have to detox. Those juices, like you go on that juice cleanse. I'll have to do that. But instead of like 3 days, I'll have to do it for the week. That way I get out all the McDonald's.
Or a month. McDonald's.
No,
McDonald's, you'll have to.
No food for a month? Are you crazy? Well,
the next big thing that kind of happened just recently, in case you guys live under a rock, was the VMAs, the MTV Video Music Awards of 2015. And a couple of different things happened. Of course, when you have Miley Cyrus being the host, it's probably going to be a little controversial. You're going to have some stories come out of it. It's going to definitely make some headlines of different things. So the first one is probably a pretty big one. Kanye West won an award and then came out during his really long speech. It was like 12 and a half minutes. I did watch it, and it was very long, and he rambled pretty much the whole time. But at the end of it, his mic drop moment said he is going to be running for president in 2020, which I think there's no better possible way to move on is to go from the first black president, Barack Obama, he 2 times, then go to Donald Trump, possibly, and then follow up Donald Trump with a Kanye West. I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, D's nuts is running for president, and he has he's winning polls and things like that, and it's a 15-year-old kid. Come on, guys.
I think it's sad because I feel like people feel, nowadays anyone can run for president. And so, unfortunately, I feel like that's making people take politics less seriously.
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate for the country because when you start taking politics less seriously, whoever does end up in the White House is going to end up there because of a popularity vote. So it's almost like our country is becoming a reality TV show. And everyone's voting based on popularity, not based on what can this person do to improve our country. And so for me, I think it's really sad. I think it's really unfortunate that people are actually considering voting for Kanye West in 2020. I've seen a lot of tweets saying that they're on the Kanye West bandwagon and that if he actually runs, he has their vote. So I'm nervous to see what comes.
Yeah, and I second that notion of, I believe it should be not a popularity vote, like you said. It should be whoever has the best plans to move forward and move this country forward. But, we should be unified. We should be united as a nation so that we can stay strong. And, people target us and things like that, in other countries and things like that, which I believe is probably because we seem weak. You know, we seem so divided, you know, with transgenders and racists and, you know, all of these different things. It's like, you know, we're a country, we're one country. You know, when we were founded and there was 13 colonies and it was not a, you know, it was a smaller number of us, and, you know, we were really trying to get started as a country and get started as a nation. You know, we all gelled together. We all worked for our food. You know, we all were, we farmed. We, you know, we were housekeepers. We were whatever it was to keep everything going, and we worked for everything we had. And nowadays, it's almost like more of handouts than it is hand ups, which I believe should be more hand ups, and, you know, giving people chances and not just giving people free stuff just because. You know, I believe it weakens people, and when people get weakened, they feel like they have a sense of entitlement, and they want more and more and more and more and more, until next thing you know, no one's doing anything because no one needs to, and everything's paid for, and we're living in an apartment that's free or a home that's free, and it's just sad. So that's my political views. If you know, if anybody wanted to know, there you are. So unless Kanye West has a really good campaign and really has actual good plans to move forward and not just, you know, be popularity, then cool, I'll vote for him. But as it stands right now, probably not going to vote for him. So let's talk about the Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus beef, if you will. Oh no, it's real.
I don't believe it. Okay, let's just start with that. I don't know if I mean, I'm sure there's quite a few people that believe it was real, but if you actually watch the clip where Nicki's calling out Miley, what's good? Miley was good. The first one sounded real. The second one, not so much. She smiled afterwards, and it wasn't a come get some smile. It was a I'm playing smile. So I don't know if it was actually real. I feel like all these award shows are staged anyways. So ratings. Yeah, to get views. So I feel like it's not real, but who knows? The
next topic. Let's talk about more Miley Cyrus. Because at the VMAs, it was all Miley all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are some other things, you know, like T-Swizzle, T-Sweezy, Taylor Swift, whatever you want to call her, won like 3 awards for a bunch of different things.
Everyone's calling her squad goals because she rolled up on the red carpet with Selena Gomez and the rest of her girls.
Yeah.
I mean, she's Taylor Swift. Listen,
she's Taylor Swift. Yeah, she does what she wants. She's still America's sweetheart.
But speaking of the red carpet, did you see Miley's outfits?
Oh, they were on point.
Yeah, they were on point.
Just show up butt naked next time, Miley. It'll be perfectly fine. They'll just put bars over you and you're good to go.
It's okay. Just wear pasties. You've done it before.
Yeah, see, exactly. See, we're geniuses. Don't, you know what? Stop giving her clothing endorsements. Stop, you know, making outfits for her. Pasties of different colors and different shapes and things dangling. And then just, you know, wear like a loincloth. So anyways, so let's get back on topic here. So Miley is talking to the press, talking to the media, and what is the best possible thing to do when you're in front of the media? You light up a fatty, a doobie, a J,
when you're Miley
Cyrus, a roach. What other terms can you come up with for a joint? So anyways, she lights up, she fires one up, and starts offering it to people, you know, offering it to the media people, which, you know, I mean, why not?
She's being polite. Puff,
exactly.
Puff, pass. You can't, I mean, you can't hoard it. It's not fair. If you're in a room full of people, I don't care who it is, you gotta pass it around.
Yeah, I mean, if you light up a fatty in a room with other people, you have to be generous.
She was just being nice.
And
I think it was a generous motion.
Yeah, I think so too. Good job, Miley. She got one good thing there.
Good job.
She did a couple of good things, but that was definitely a highlight of her generosity. Good job. New America's sweetheart, Miley Cyrus. Puff, puff, pass. So, are we ready?
I think we're ready.
For the diary reading?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's hear what Miley has to say.
Allegedly, we have Miley Cyrus's journal. Or a diary entry of Miley's. And, let's see what this has to say, shall we? So it starts with Dear Diary. Was good. That was great how Nikki pulled that off with ease. Proud of my girl. But for real though, she's not in a position to win artists to watch for. People already know and watch her. I can give her pointers on how to do things in spite to get even though. Robin Thicke, just for example. Speaking of which, why people gotta take S to a whole new level every time I take stage? I'm just expressing myself. Those outfit though. They all looked fabulous, mostly because of me. Glad I hosted the VMAs. Really put myself out there. And on another note, Kanye running for president? I love it. I should be his vice. Imagine the parties at the White House. West Cyrus 2020. Love it. So what do you think about that?
I told you it was fake. Told you the beef was fake.
Yeah, but that's what you pointed out of all that. Like, Miley Cyrus and Kanye West. Can you imagine Kanye West and Kim Kardashian West? Could you imagine a world with Kim Kardashian
as the leading lady?
As the first lady?
No.
So last week, I did a thing called Urban Dictionary Word of the Day, and it was fun. It was something that I enjoyed doing. I was trying to find a word and that with a definition that we can kind of alter and things like that. But I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm just going to give a word that I found on Urban Dictionary, something that we find funny and that we think is, a good thing, especially going on in the world. So this week's Urban Dictionary Word of the Day is selfie-cidal. Yes, selfie-cidal. Definition is someone who takes selfies in dangerous situations or circumstances.
I don't know about you, but I'm definitely not selfie-cidal.
No, you told me I'm not even good at selfies.
No.
So I couldn't, if I tried to do it in a dangerous situation, it'd just be even worse.
You'd die.
I would die with a horrible picture.
Yeah. What's worse? Dying with a horrible picture.
I think dying with a horrible picture is worse than just dying.
I think so too.
Because...
Does he have a picture of his last moments? Yeah, but you don't want to see it.
You don't want it. He got like half of his head cut off. No, not because of how he died, but half of his head's cut off, and you just see like his chin.
Do you understand the word derpy? He looks a little derpy.
So, guys, with that, this wraps up episode number 2 of the James Souther Show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, leave comments. Let me know what I can do to improve. And I'm actually looking forward to starting doing some interviews. I'm thinking I'm going to start doing some interviews with some different YouTubers that I'm following. If there's some people that you want me to reach out to and try and interview, leave it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to give it a shot, see what I can get. With that, guys, I thank you guys for your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next week.
Bye.